What's up, basketball lovers? It's Gabe and
Elijah
with Bio of Basketball. This is our first video, and as we start this channel, we hope to share the love of the game with you guys. So let's get started. The topic of today's video is the blockbuster trade that went through between the San Antonio Spurs and the Toronto Raptors. The main pieces in this were obviously Kawhi Leonard and, DeMar DeRozan, two great talents in the league. The funny thing was neither of them really wanted to be in the places that they're at, but I can see it kind of working out, so we're basically going to go through the pros and cons of each team and what may happen in the future. Starting with Kawhi Leonard. Since the beginning of last season, Kawhi Leonard made it known that he did not want to play for the San Antonio Spurs. At first, just by sitting and boycotting because he believed that they mishandled an injury that he had. However, as it became that he was healthy, he still felt that he couldn't trust the organization and that he wanted to be in LA. It became known. However, the Spurs were also known for never trading their pieces to any team that was a rival of theirs, basically the Lakers. And so they did what they normally did and traded him to Toronto. DeMar DeRozan is a different case. He loved his organization and didn't want to leave, and it was actually unexpected, as it's known that he actually found out the day of it happened, just like everybody else did. And for me, that's the worst way to find out, as he was loyal to the team. But where he is, I feel like he can end up being a great piece for Pop, working hard even though he's not the defender Kawhi is. The Raptors took a big risk trading for Kawhi because you don't know if he's going to stay. This could just be basically a rental and he just go to LA. People like to make the Paul George argument, but that's something very rare, especially in a place that's not, the most coveted to play in. The funny thing is, if they do end up keeping him, which he is starting to warm up there, he says he may end up staying depending on if they can be contenders and he can really lead this team. But Boston is kind of an obstacle for that. But as we look at the stats and everything, I think you'll get a better idea of the full compilation of this trade.
In 2016-2017, Kawhi Leonard averaged 25 points per game, 3.5 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and 0.7 blocks, which is a great stat line. And the year he was injured, 2017-2018 season, he averaged 16 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Take note that he only played 9 games. A close comparison to Kawhi Leonard is Vince Carter, which he got traded from the Toronto Raptors, which is a coincidence. He only played 20 games because they were having disputes with his team, and he averaged 16 points per game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1.3 steals and 1 block. And also another comparison is Paul George, who averaged 22 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 0.5 blocks. All these players were traded in their primes. Take note that Danny Green was also a part of this trade, and he averaged 8.6 points, 1.6 assists, 3.6 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 block. DeMar DeRozan last season averaged 23 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 0.3 blocks, and 1 steal, which it was really a surprise why they traded him. And a comparison to this was James Harden, who averaged 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 0.2 blocks, and Jimmy Butler, who surprisingly traded and he loved his organization. He averaged 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 0.4 blocks.
Yeah, so as you get an idea, you can see that there are actually a lot of players who are considered stars who are traded from their organizations in their primes, averaging high amounts of stats. And they end up, going to crazy places and doing things. Like Vince Carter, when he was traded to the Nets, he still ended up having a decent career. Jimmy Butler's doing decent, but he's not liking the Timberwolves right now. But all in all, I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments on who do you think won this trade, and where they're going to go, and do you think they'll stay? And really, the main question, is Kawhi going to stay? And should have the Raptors traded for them, or was it a waste of their time? So thanks for watching this video. We're hoping to get a lot more out to you guys, and if you liked it and enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe. We want to communicate with you guys and interact with you guys, so hit us up in the comment section.